Good Friday afternoon, everybody. Yeah, 3:30. It's afternoon. I always save the last one for friggin' Riggin' Friday. Much progress today. The whole foremast, everything in front of the foremast is done. The foremast to the jib. Yeah, that was the hardest part was last week, getting all that stuff tied on so that I could do this today. Today wasn't too bad. It was strictly rigging. I had a couple of C blocks I had to put in. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how she's coming along. So next week is the middle mast, because the middle mast gets tied to the foremast. You know, like the leg bone's connected to the thigh bone. Like Jeff's nose is connected to his head. I don't know which one's bigger. He's gonna love that one. Even Mrs. Mac just cringed. Oh. Hey, screw him. Come on, we'll go over and take a look at what we did today. Hang on, hang on. Oh. All right, hold on, boys, hold on. I'm going for a ride. Oh, man. All right, so this is what we got done today. Everything on the front of the ship. Yeah, now, yes, it does have a little bit of a bow forward. But once I tie it to this one here, it'll pull it back enough to tighten everything up. So this all got done today. Yeah, those inner pulleys there, and all this rigging got done today. So yeah, looking pretty good. Yeah, started there, comes out to that pulley. Then you got like a couple of pulleys you've got to put together, which is tied to that, which is, and those all come up to here. So all those were done today. So, like I say, once I tie that to that, it'll pull it back enough. So, but yeah, I'm real happy how it's looking. Good to see some progress. So, every knot is an F40, and every F40 is one step closer to being done. Where is that little fat little god gnome? I haven't seen him in a while. He says he's busy. Carla must be cracking the whip, keeping him in line. Glad somebody does. He's got time to work on the truck, though. Yeah. Unreal. Unreal. Another wannabe. Who else can we piss off today? Yeah, so there is the friggin' Riggin' Friday number 11 is on the books. Like I said, progress. Ooh, don't want to lose that. I'm running out. I gotta go buy more, I think. That's what sucks, is because you don't know how much to pull off when you go to rig something, you know what I mean? I always end up with like a foot too much, but I'd rather have a foot too much than be an inch short, you know what I'm saying? So there's really no way of gauging how much line you need to tie something, especially when you start going around things and through blocks and from here, you know. So, like I said, I'd rather cut too much than not cut enough. Because a lot of times you have to glue stuff down, and once you glue it, it ain't easy to get back off. So if you didn't cut enough, now you're screwed. So should be cheap enough. Probably go get some at Michael's probably. So we'll see what happens. We had to get a new remote for our TV. That went on the fritz last night, but I don't think it was the remote. I think it's the TV. I mean, we got it fixed. It got it working. We went over and got a new remote, but we come home and the same thing happened with the new remote. And I'm like, wait a minute. So I unplugged the TV and plugged it back in, and that fixed everything. So that's why I doubt it was the old remote. I don't know if we had like a little power failure or something or what, but yeah. Got into bed last night, turned the TV on, nothing. It says the remote is not synced with the TV. And I'm like, it's the same friggin' remote we've been using for the last 7 years. What do you mean it's not synced to the TV? So Mrs. Mac tried, because she's the electronic genius in the house. Certainly not me, trust me. And she couldn't figure it out, so I said, well, maybe it's the remote. So we went over, took a ride. It wasn't a short ride either. And come back, put the batteries in the new remote. It did the same thing, and I'm like, fuck. So as I'm standing there with my head looking down, I'm looking right at the plug for the TV, and I'm like, a little light bulb went off, and I'm like, hey, when something happens with your phone, they tell you to turn it off and turn it back on. Let's unplug this thing and plug it back in. Yep, sure enough. Sure enough. Jesus. Of course, the TV had to reset itself all over again, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not an electronic whiz, trust me. I just get frustrated with it and want to whip it across the room. All right, Mrs. Mac?
Yes.
So, we have pulled out another build. Might as well talk about it while I'm here. Another one of the Mac builds, the Mac antique cars. We're building 14 Stutz. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. And then I'm off to, I'll be starting Veronica's build shortly because I'm going down to the hobby shop to get some purple paint. I don't have anything I like on hand, so I gotta run down to the hobby shop and I gotta grab that. I gotta grab Mr. Zinka kit to replace the one that he sent me, so that's what I'll be doing Sunday. All right, boys, that's it. All my knots are tied. All my F-Woodies have been written down. I think we got, what, how many do today? I think we did something like 40, 45. I don't know, it could be less, it could be more. It just runs together. So, there it is. Have a nice weekend. Peace out.